You have to tell me if you can hear me or not. I think the mic was working.
Yeah. Just for a second. I need to look up this.
Yeah.
That's a volume of mine.
Welcome to this stream, guys. Everyone who's joined us so far, thank you. Please hit the like button and smash the subscribe if you can, just to help this channel grow. We've got England and Denmark tonight. Second match in this group. The news is for England that there's no changes, same as the first match.
No.
No microphone. Turn your volume up a bit.
Somebody already your thingy. Comment. Need to reply them.
Yeah.
Oh wow, look at that.
Hey, Ace of Bays, how are you doing, man? Are you all right? Thanks for joining us. Are you staying for the full game? Can you hear me all right? The missus here reckons that there's no volume, but it was all working when I set it up. Thanks, mate. I was just trying to pick out the England team by looking on the BBC website just to get the lineup, and typical. Oh, it's all come up now. So yeah, as I was saying, England are unchanged from the first game. So it's Pickford in goal, Trippier, Gahey, Stones, Walker, Rice, Alexander-Arnold, Foden, Bellingham, Saka, and Kane. Denmark are. I'll just get this right. Denmark, Schmeichel in goal, Vestergaard, Christensen, Anderson, Christensen, Højbjerg. I have to be careful getting these right. Hjulmand, Mael, Eriksson, Højlund, and Vind. I won't go through the subs because it's just basically the rest of the squad. But yeah, we're 15 minutes away from kickoff. The players have just been out on the pitch warming up. Looks like there's a good crowd. There's plenty of England fans in there so far. I reckon it's been a real nice day there. It's been so sunny that they've had to close the roof on the stadium to keep things a bit cooler. But there's plenty of Danish fans there as well at the moment. Thanks for liking Simply Joy. You're on iPlayer, Father Dan. Are you watching us for the full game? Are you joining us for the full game? Well, I reckon another 1-0 win would do us here. I know everybody complained about the first game being a 1-0 win, but the group stages at the moment are all about qualifying. You can start playing your football when you get to the knockout stage, but just for the moment, just qualify. 1-0 will do. If we win this game, we're through to the knockout stages, and that's all that matters at the moment. So a 1-0 win would do, but obviously we all want a bit of a performance, a bit like they did in the first half of the last game against Serbia, where they dominated Serbia, and were unlucky not to be a 2 or 3 in front. But then when it came to the second half, they fell back a bit. They didn't carry on with the pressing game that they did in the first half. They fell back a bit, give the Serbs the space to be able to pass and run at the England side, and they caused us a few problems. So hopefully Southgate's he's addressed that problem. He's going to get the side on the front foot from the start, closing down quickly and creating the chances that players like Kane and Bellingham, Foden hopefully, will put away. Yeah, I agree with you, Father Dan. A win's a win. The performance isn't the most important thing at the moment. Just to get out of the group, that's the most important thing. So I'm predicting, like I did on when was the first game? Tuesday, was it? Whenever it was, Wednesday. I'm predicting a 2-0 win. A goal in each half will do me. Anybody else agree with that? Got any ideas on the score? Ace of Bays, he agrees. Yep, completely. I saw the players as they were out on the pitch, and they were laughing and joking with each other. So they do seem pretty relaxed, which is always a good thing. They don't want to get themselves too nervous before a start because it can stifle them. So they do look pretty relaxed, and to be fair, they are in charge of that group. All the other teams around them have only got 1 point at the moment, so a win here and it's job done. Just waiting to go through the preliminaries now. I mean, the teams will be out in 5 or 6 minutes. We'll go through the national anthems and then we'll get the game underway. But at the moment, it's just eyes on the crowd. There's plenty of Danish fans there as well. It's quite a good colour. The combination of the red of the Danish fans and the white of the English, you can separate the two supporters, which you can't at some of the games. Game's taking part in Frankfurt today, so they've moved on from the last match. It looks like it's a full crowd. It looks packed. It doesn't look like to be a seat to be had by the looks of things. I mean, basically, this is a game between the two best teams in the group, the two fancied teams to get out of this group. So I don't know. I suppose Denmark could settle for a draw out of this, wouldn't they? That would put them on 2 points. They'd only have to win the last match and they'd be through. I'd rather see us win it and go through straight away rather than having to rely on winning the last game. Because that can just bring up all sorts of nerves. Get it done here today. That's what I think. Okay, Ace of Bays. I'll see you when you get back then. Take it steady. Don't drive too mad. See you shortly, mate. Get your comments in, guys. If you've got anything to say, we can discuss before the game starts. Any predictions? What do you think about the team? Terence Trent D'Arby still playing? Terence Trent D'Arby. I'm thinking of the singer. Terence Trent Arnold. He's still playing it. I didn't think he had such a great game in an unfamiliar position for himself on the first game, but they've given him a second chance. It'll be a bit more difficult this time because the Danes are not a bad side. There's quite a few of the players in this side that are or we have seen in the Premier League, so there'll be no pushovers. But I would think that the Danes will come out to win this game as well. They're not going to sit back like all the other teams do. So England won't be looking at, a packed defence and having to play through it. I think that it might be a bit more of an open game, which is going to be good for the viewers. It'd be nice to see a few goals going. Give us any comments if you've got anything to say, anything that we can discuss while the game is waiting to start. I mean, they've got the kids on the field now with the flags and what have you, so we're not far away, but we've got a few minutes left yet. If you want anything to say, any predictions, first goal scorers? I fancy Harry Kane to get one tonight. He had a bit of a difficult time in the first game. I mean, every time he got anywhere near the ball, he was kicked up in the air. Hopefully he'll get a bit more space this time and there'll be a few more goals to be had for him. Let's hope so anyway. Thanks to everyone who's watching so far. Where are you watching today, guys? At home? In the pub? In the car? Yeah, so Slovenia second in the group now with 2 points. A 1-1 draw still wouldn't take Denmark above Slovenia. It'd only bring them level with the same points and same goals scored as them. England would remain top of the game by the group on 4 points, but not assured of qualification. Flags are out on the pitch now. Centre circle is covered by a huge flag with the trophy on it. Players just beginning to wander out of the changing rooms now. The substitutes first, so they'll go out and go sit down. Jared Bowen just walking past. And the teams will come out with pick up their mascots, and we can get out onto the pitch. All the mascots are in the tunnel there, shaking hands with all the heroes as they go past. Players just coming out of the changing rooms now. Looking at the crowd, it looks about 3/4 of English and a quarter is Denmark by the looks of things. A couple of the players there look a bit tense. Foden looked a bit tense. He really needs a performance today, this Foden. Didn't play so well in a difficult game on the first match. He needs to impose himself a bit more, like he does for Man City. Performance like that might just be what he needs to drag ourselves forward. He can be a real game changer in the knockout stages. Denmark just coming out into the tunnel as well. Five minutes to go. The players are just moving forward now. Kane and Schmeichel just exchange greetings and handshakes. They've played against each other many, many times over the years. Okay, here they come out onto the pitch. Massive media crowd on both sides. I've never seen so many photographers and what have you. There's loads. There must be about 50 of them on either side. Anyway, the team's just lining up for the national anthems. England national anthem first. Didn't know the Prince of Wales was going to be there today, but he is. No, he's a big football fan, supporter of Aston Villa, but he's there in the crowd. I wonder if he's going to be the dignitary that meets the players before the game. I don't know. They're doing that in these championships. Danish national anthem just going on. That's it. Anthem's done. We'll just clear the pitch and then we'll be ready to start. Teams just shaking hands. Looks like Denmark have won the toss and our teams are going to swap ends. Trippier, Gahey, Stones and Walker at the back four. Rice and Arnold in the centre. Foden, Bellingham and Saka up front and Kane the attacker. So England are playing, looks like a 4-2-3-1, as they did in the first game. Looks like the teams are lined up in the centre circle and are going to pay tribute to somebody, but I haven't caught out who it is. I may show a picture of it, but rather than the round of applause that we do. Oh, it's Gerhard Eigner. Not sure who he is, to be honest. Obviously a German dignity. That's it. Minutes applause done. Teams will get themselves ready. Kasper Schmeichel just getting the Danes into a huddle for the last few words of encouragement before we get started. Any last thoughts on the score before we get started, guys? 2-0 I've said. Anybody disagree? Anybody agree? Got your own thoughts? Looks like we're on the way. Danes are on the attack down the left-hand side immediately. Ball inside, and there's a long-range shot just on the half volley that trickles through to Pickford. He picks the ball up, and that's the first shot on target of the game. And as I did before, it starts with Stones picking the ball up from Pickford, and then he's looking for Rice every time. He's looking to build from the back. Goes to Trippier, but it's intercepted, and the ball's being picked up again by Trent. He tries to play one out to the right, but that's cut out to Saka, but it's cut out. Ball's picked up in the middle, missed pass, and Kane picks the ball up. He puts a pass out to the right to Saka. Defender just gets a toe in, but it's a throw to England on the right-hand side. Harry Kane plays it all the way back to Walker, just inside his own half. He plays it across to Stones. Goes out to Gehi, puts it inside to Stones. There's a pass into Foden. It's a bit crowded in the middle there, but Foden comes across with the ball. Back to Trent. Across to Walker with a bit of space in front of him to run. He's got Saka in front of him. Walker now overlaps, gets the ball back from Saka. He's at the ball at the line there. He puts a cross in. A bit weak as he slipped, but England have a throw. Trent picks it up, gives it to Stones. He plays it out to Saka on the right. He's going to have a run at his man, tries to come inside on his left foot. Goes back to Trent. He gives it to Walker. Inside to Rice. A bit of a misplaced pass that Trent has to run to stop it going up for a throw, and he ends up putting it all the way back to Pickford, who then puts a long ball down the left-hand side, looking for Foden. He's never going to win the header like that, but the ball's picked up by Trippier. Inside to Rice. He comes across, gives it to Stones, just on the halfway line. Stones still with the ball. Inside to Rice. He goes across to Gehi, who goes across to Trippier. He runs forward, gives it to Kane, who turns, comes inside, gives it to Trent. He plays across to Stones. He's coming across to the right, looking what's in front of him. Gives it to Rice, who's under a bit of pressure. He goes across to Gehi. He's looking for an out ball, doesn't have it. Rice takes it off him. He plays it across to Trippier, who's under a bit of pressure. He puts a right-footed cross all the way across to Walker, but it's over his head and it goes out for a throw. The Danes are putting a bit of pressure on as soon as England get the ball in their half. And again, there's not much space. A throw on the halfway line. England put the pressure on, but it goes across to the right-hand side. And the number 2, Anderson, brings it forward, well into the England half. He turns it inside to Vind, who puts a cross in. It's headed out, the ball's cleared, but it's picked up again by Denmark. They go back to the halfway line. Why is my clock saying 13 minutes when it's only 4? See if I can alter that a bit there. That's near enough. It's Christiansen on the left-hand side. He plays it inside. Ball goes across the penalty area. They're going out to the right, but it's intercepted. Foden has it. He plays it to Stones. Goes out to Walker just on the edge of his box. He plays a ball down the line to Saka, who was challenged immediately. He has to go back to Stones in the penalty area. And it goes across to Gehi on the left-hand side, and he plays it out to Trippier. Foden in front of him, just on the halfway line, plays it inside to Rice. Trent in the middle, plays an inside ball to Stones, who picks it up. Walker again, but that's a misplaced pass meant for Bellingham, but he couldn't get it. And it's been picked up by Denmark, but England intercepts, and it goes out for a throw for England. Bit of a cagey start so far. Danes are competing, though. They're not staying back and letting England come onto them. They're pressuring them. Gehi picks the ball up from Pickford, plays it forward to Rice, swaps passes with Bellingham, and plays it out to Trippier on the left-hand side, back to Bellingham. Little ball to Foden, exchanges passes with Foden, goes back to Gehi. Trent, across to Stones on the right. These messages. I have done, I've seen them. Trent puts a ball forward. A bit too long, goes through to the keeper. He was looking for Saka running into the box, but it was just overhit. So Schmeichel has the ball in his penalty area. He's got men short, and he plays it. Goes across to this left-hand side here, and across to Christiansen. He goes inside, plays a risky ball inside there, but it wasn't cut up, but it could have been very easily. But it's Vestergaard who brings it forward. He's just halted there while he's looking for a pass. He brings it across to the left. Ball into the middle. Goes back again to Christiansen. Comes back to Christiansen. Goes out to the right again to Vestergaard. Back to Christiansen. Ball comes inside to the middle there. There's a man spare on the right-hand side. He picks the ball up right on the dead ball line. Then as Trippier goes to take the ball off him, he's fouled by Mahaley, and the free kick goes to England. Pickford's going to take this one. Is he going to drive it long? Gehi's short if he wants it, but the Danes have pushed right up. They're not hanging back. Walker's down on the floor, so the players stopped while they see what's wrong with Walker. Didn't see what happened to him. Oh, he went to put that cross in earlier when he got to the dead ball line, but as he planted his foot down, the turf gave way underneath him and he's twisted his ankle. A big lump of turf came up and his foot slid with the turf as it came up and he's twisted his ankle, just turned it a bit. Would have been a bit of a sore one, but I think he's changed his boots for probably longer studs because the ground is probably a bit soft underfoot. It looks like he's going to be okay to continue. Yeah, he's changed his boots for longer studs. You can see that. So the free kick's taken. Pickford goes long. Kane challenges for the ball. Is beaten in the air. Drops to Højbjerg in the middle. Goes backwards. Vestergaard. Just on the centre circle there. Just exchanging passes. Looking for a ball forward. There's a man spare in the middle and he's got it slotted through to him. But when they play that first ball forward, it's intercepted by England. And Bellingham comes away with it. Stones has it now. Gives it to Trent. Inside to Bellingham. He plays it straight away out to Walker. Inside to Bellingham on the halfway line. Looks for a long ball across to the left where Trippier is. He has to come and challenge for it because he was challenged. He won the header. And the ball is picked up by Foden. Goes back to Guéhi. Rice has it. Foden is immediately challenged. Pressure on the England players. They're not giving them any time to settle. Ball has to go across to this right-hand side to Stones. Walker comes short for it and then plays it to Saka. He's got a chance to run at his man. He gives it inside to Bellingham. But he's beaten to the ball. And the Danes put the ball out thinking that Bellingham has picked up an injury in that challenge. Seems to be okay. Seems to have got up and walking okay. I don't think the pitch is the best. It seems to be cutting up every time the players plant their feet. Anyway, the game's underway and the Danes have the ball inside their own half. Go across to Christensen. He plays it back to Vestergaard. He plays a long ball forward. The ball has almost beat Guéhi. He just managed to dispossess Højlund. And Højlund fouls him in challenging for the ball to get it back. There was no one marking Højlund when he made his run. Vestergaard found him. Poor marking by the English defence there. Anyway, Walker has the ball now. He's going down the right-hand side. He's got Saka in front of him. He comes back inside to Trent. He sees a long ball out to the left to Trippier. Trippier brings it down. Flicks the ball inside the penalty area to Bellingham now, has it at his feet. He lays it out to Trippier again. On the edge of the box now. Inside to Foden. He goes back to Guéhi. Then the ball comes out on the right to Walker. He plays it inside to Saka. Goes out to Trent. They're exchanging passes between each other at the moment. There's nowhere to go. They're looking for a ball, but there isn't anything there. But England are well encamped in this half. Walker's got a chance to put a cross in, which he does. He gets to Foden on the edge of the box. He turns his man. He runs into the box. He's got a shot on, and he places it wide and high over the bar. I think he was just leaning away from the ball when he tried to just slot it into that top right-hand corner there, and he just got too far underneath it. But it was a good move from England there. Yeah, well wide in the end. And I mean, to be fair to Foden there, the ball did just take a bit of a kick as he went to shoot. It's a poor pitch for a European Championship. This you can see when they show close-ups of the ground, it's cutting up badly. Anyway, the Danes have a throw on their right-hand side just before the halfway line. He sneaked 5 yards, just walking up slowly. Anyway, England are challenging for it. Rice breaks the play up. It goes to Guéhi, who comes across to Stones. The Danes are pressing. Trent and Saka exchange passes, and Trent puts the ball down the right-hand wing, and then Saka is bundled into touch, and It doesn't look like he's been given a foul, and he should be, because he was bundled over. Surprised there's no free kick given there. Højbjerg plays it forward to Eriksson. He has to go back. Christensen to Vestergaard. He's going across the pitch. Still in their own half, the Danes, but they've moved it across to the right-hand side. Højbjerg in the middle then puts a ball out to the left to the number 17, Christensen. Goes back across to the middle to Vestergaard. He's moving forward, looking for a ball, long ball forward. He floats one out to the right-hand side, but Walker cuts that out and he's away, or he would have been. The ball just rolled into the touch as he exchanged passes with Saka. But the throw does go to England. There must have been a touch off a defender there. He's just been told to go back a bit. He's too far forward for that throw to be taken there. Throws it to Rice. One of the best of balls back from Rice, and Walker goes all the way back to Pickford. He gives it to Guéhi. Coming forward to Stones. Inside to Trent. He's looking for a long ball to Trippier, but the ball doesn't clear the defence and it's cut out easily. And the Danes pick the ball up. Vestergaard. Vestergaard seeing a lot of ball in the defence there and setting up a lot of these attacks, looking for the long ball forward. He has it again, but this time he's being pressed by Bellingham and he has to go back to Schmeichel. Bellingham has got the press on. The press is on now. England are taking them on there and they've won the ball back with Rice. On the edge of the box, Kane has it. Is he going to have a shot? It's blocked. Picked up again by Foden. He's almost tripped but keeps his feet. But England have been forced back a bit and they go to the halfway line to Guéhi. Rice picks it up. To Stones, back to Guéhi. England are being pressed backwards and eventually Stones turns around and lays the ball back to Pickford. Walker on the right-hand side. Just a bit of a lull in the players. The ball's played across to the left-hand side to Trippier and then to Foden. He comes inside and lays it into Trent. But he's pressed and has to go back to Guéhi. Guéhi puts the ball across to the right-hand side to Walker. He brings it down, looking for a man. Inside is Saka. He exchanges passes with Bellingham. Plays the ball down the line. Christensen didn't know, and Walker's taking the ball off him, and he's in the box. And is Kane going to score? Kane scores! Walker took the ball off the fullback on the right side. He didn't know Walker was behind him. He went into the penalty area, cut the ball back to Harry Kane, who put it onto his left foot and slotted it into the corner. And England are 1-0 up. Harry Kane, the scorer. Well done, Harry Kane. England are a goal to the good. Great start. First chance that they've really had, and they've taken it. I said that Harry Kane would want a chance today, and he's had one, and he's taken it first goal as well. Yeah, Christian just didn't know that Walker was there, and he was on full run was Walker. Just whips it from him, cut into the box, cut the ball back. There was a couple of small deflections, but the ball landed at Harry Kane's feet. He managed to get it out of his feet onto his left foot and then just slotted it past Schmeichel into Schmeichel's bottom right-hand corner. Yeah, Christensen was completely robbed by Walker then. A deflection as he tried to put the ball across, but it went to Harry Kane on the 6-yard box and he just slotted it in with his left foot. Cool from Harry Kane, as you would expect. He left Schmeichel with no chance. He placed it well wide of him. That's a superb finish from Harry Kane. 18 minutes gone and England are 1-0 up. just like we did in the first game. But this time, we've got to kill this game off. Don't give the Danes a chance of an equaliser by sitting back and allowing them to get back into the game. We've got to press them and press them until we get that second and third goals and really kill the game off. So Vestergaard's bringing the ball forward into the middle. He plays it across to the right-hand side. A long ball looking for the run of that's Eriksson, but it's gone over his head. He didn't get the ball. Walker's tussling for it. The ball goes across into the middle there, just on the edge of the England box. Out wide to Christensen, who tries to put a cross in that's blocked. Eriksson there almost picked the ball up, but Saka clears it and it goes long into the Danish half, where Schmeichel will pick the ball up and probably give it to Vestergaard, as he does. Danes move the ball out to the right wing again. Trippier goes out to his man. He's jockeying him as he plays it onto the inside there. Forced back by England as they press. Comes inside to Højlund. Out to the right wing again. That's Mahaley. He's getting a bit of space there, but England are closing down. But he's run past two or three of them. But the ball's been taken off him by Rice. That's a hard challenge between two opponents there. They both went in fairly, though. They both got up, but it was a hard challenge, was that? But it looks like an offside's been given as the ball was played in that first time. England have the free kick. Yeah, both players went flying as they went in for that tackle, but they both got up again. Neither of them backed out and neither of them got injured. Anyway, England have the ball now. It's Saka. He's been forced inside as the Danes press him again. The ball goes back to Stones and then back to Pickford. He's going to have to go long because there's nothing short. Looking for Harry Kane. The ball doesn't go over Vestergaard's head. And so the Danes pick the ball up halfway inside England's half. Out to the right again. Bit of space there for Hjulmand. And out to the right again. The cross is blocked by Trippier. It's Mahaley who's getting space on that right-hand side. He's tried to put a few crosses in. They've got to tighten up in them on there. Trippier and England losing the ball there as Bellingham's lost the ball. He's been turned. They tried to put a bit of a cross. He tries to dink across him with the outside of his right foot, but the ball's blocked and it goes out for a throw. Still have the ball, the Danes. They're still looking to put crosses in just to the edge of the box there. And he's got inside the box. He's going to have a shot that's blocked. Stones gets a header in, but they still pick up on the edge of the box. There was again another cross put in. It was a low cross that was blocked by, I think that was Saka. They have a throw. Christensen with the throw. Inside, gets the ball back, but that went out for a throw. Tried to get the return pass after giving the throw, but it's gone out. England have the throw and they can release a bit of pressure there. Just showing the Harry Kane goal again. Southgate was happy with that. As we get back to the action, the Danes have got the ball halfway inside England's half again. Ball goes across to that right-hand side again. Eriksson comes inside for it. He lays it out to the right-hand side. A cross comes in. Pickford picks the loose ball up. The attacker managed to get a bit of a header on it, but it was well challenged, and the ball just dropped in front of Pickford, and he picks it up. A header from Wind, but he couldn't get any purchase on it. Pickford rolls the ball out. Rice plays the ball inside to Saka. He's well tightly marked. Go for a long ball again to Bellingham, but that's going to go through to Schmeichel. Ball played out again. Christensen picks it up. He plays it across to the right-hand side where the Danes have had a lot of luck from there so far. Turns inside. There's a bit of space to run to in front of him. He manages to get it out to the right-hand side. Rice goes across with a runner, but they're still on the right-hand wing there. Going backwards, being patient here. Man again on the right-hand side there. Cross coming in. No. Ball's taken off him by Foden, but the Danes pick the loose ball up again. Eriksson exchanges passes to Vestergaard in the middle. He plays it forward and gets it back. He plays a ball inside, flicked inside to Eriksson. He tries a shot on the edge of the box, but it's blocked. But the Danes are putting the pressure on and picking the loose ball up. But Bellingham comes out with a bit of skill, beats a couple of men, and creates a bit of space for himself and Saka. And comes inside to Trent. He gives it to Saka, who must have been fouled then, and he was. He took the ball on the inside, and number 3, Vestergaard, gets a booking for his effort on that tackle. That puts a bit of pressure on him for the rest of the game. Saka had beaten him. He took it on his inside, and Vestergaard just committed to the challenge, made sure that Saka wasn't going any further. His trailing leg took him right out. So England have a free kick central, about halfway inside the Danish half. I think England are just slowing things down a bit, just trying to take the steam out of the game because the Danes have been having a bit of pressure. Ball's taken short. Goes to... Well, it went out to Trent. He put a ball across the right-hand side, right into the edge of the box. It was just a bit too far for... I think that was Saka to reach. No, it was Gehi, all on his own. He managed to get his foot to it, but it was just a bit too far in front of him, and all he could do was really steer it out for a dead ball. But a good run from Gehi there. No one picked him up, and he was the only one who made a run. Ball play forward into the midfield now, where Foden puts the pressure on. Ball into Eriksson. He flicks it on to Højbjerg, and Eriksson continues his run and gets the ball back. Comes inside to Christensen. Anderson takes the ball, plays a ball into the centre that is easily defended by England, but Anderson gets the ball out again, gets it to Mahaley. Running into the inside of England's box to the byline, gets the cross in. Eriksson has it. He's got in front of Pickford. We've got the ball, and the ricochet takes it back into Pickford's arms. His grateful arms, because it could have gone anywhere. And if it had fallen to the feet of one of the Danes, that would have been it. Eriksson just managed to nip in front of Pickford as he went to pick the ball up. Tried to lay the ball back. It was a deflection, and the ball ended up in Pickford's arms. I think England have just got to settle things down and start dominating the ball again. They look a bit fragile when Danes are coming forward. Anyway, Saka has it just on the left-hand side. He's forced back again to Walker. Danes are pushing up, pressure in England again. Stones has the ball, but he's going to go back to Pickford, as he does. The ball goes across to the left-hand side. Gearhey has the ball now. He's under pressure. Tries to put a ball out to Walker. Walker does manage to bring it down. He's under pressure from Ericsson straight away. He gives it back to Stones, who again goes back to Pickford. And he's going to have to go long again, which he does. Looking for Harry Kane. Bellingham picks the ball up, but there's too many around him. He's challenging again for the ball. But it goes out to the right-hand side again to Maley. Gets a cross in. There's no one coming for the ball, though. Pickford touches it away, even though there was no challenge on him. But Walker gets the ball, lobs it forward. Saka is on the wing. He's running at his man. He's going down. And he's blocked off by number 6, Christensen. That must get him a booking. No. He was blocked off. And the ref saw nothing wrong with that. He'd knocked the ball past him, and all he had to do was just run round him. I guess he doesn't have to get out of the way. But it looked like he was checked there. And anyway, Christensen picks the ball up, gives it to Ericsson, who's looking to get on the ball a bit more now. We're seeing a bit more of him. But he's having to come deep for it. The Danes looking dangerous when they get into the England half. Vestergaard plays the ball, which ends up going out to the right to Mahaley again. He's got Trippier to take on. He comes inside. There's a ball inside. Comes out to number 23, Højbjerg. He lays it back. The ball goes through again. And there's a chance that's deflected. Goes over the top of the England bar. And given us a corner. Gearhey gets his foot in. It was Vind who had a shot. Gearhey managed to get in front of it. The ball took a deflection and lobbed over Pickford's head and luckily over the bar. But it was a corner. And again, there we're seeing the pitch cut up. Whenever the players make these challenges, the pitch is cutting up badly. Corner, swung in, right-footed, a low one. The referee sees something. Stop the corner. He's bringing Walker out. Walker and Christensen. He's pointing at his eyes and saying, oh, look, I'm watching you two. Last chance, I think he said. Chance to make a better fist of things this time. As the right-footed corner from Ericsson, swinging out. Number 2, Anderson rises, gets a free header on the ball, but it's way over the bar. Don't know whether the ref's given a free kick or not. Vestergaard's not happy about it. It must have been a bit of pushing in the penalty area because there's a free kick to England nowhere near where the header was. So it wasn't for the header. It must have been Vestergaard doing a bit of pushing in the box. England have the free kick to take it. Rice has the ball just on the edge of the box, gives it to Gearhey, who's deep. He goes forward, but he took the ball too far. He's challenged. Ball goes out for a throw, but it's an England throw. Challenged by Vind. And Gearhey's having to put the turf back down as it's all cutting up. Terrible pitch. Oh, and there's an equaliser. Oh, they was too busy looking at the players that were putting the turf back in. And I think it was Højbjerg. Suddenly the pitch has appeared. He had the ball in the middle of the England half, and from about 25 yards, he had a shot that's gone in off the right-hand post of England's goal. Pickford didn't get across, and that's the equaliser. And that was poor by the BBC, not showing us what happened then. All we saw was him running with the ball, had a shot and the ball went in. We don't know how he got the ball. The last thing we'd seen was that it was a throw to England, and now it's the equaliser. There we go. It's showing you now. Harry Kane, that's a poor ball by Harry Kane. He tries to drive one right across. It's picked up in the middle of the box, and well, it's got to be 30 yards, that. And that's a poor effort by Harry Kane. Right across his defence. It was cut out easily. And then a strong shot that Pickford's dived across, but it's hit his post, inside of the post, and gone in. And Harry Kane will be disappointed with that. He'll be very disappointed with that. And the game is on. I've got to say that the Danes have been threatening since England scored to get that equaliser. They've had a few half chances. That wasn't even a half chance. That was just a stunning shot that's gone in off the post after a poor crossfield ball by Harry Kane. You'd think someone of his experience wouldn't do that. But it's done, and it's 1-1 with 10 minutes to go this half. England have the ball, long ball down. Saka comes inside. It goes to Harry Kane. He's got about 4 men around him. The ball runs away from him, and the Danes have picked it up. And they go a long ball again, looking for Højlund, but it's cut out. Walker has it. He runs on down the right-hand side and comes through the middle, but the ball's taken off him as he runs into 2 men. There's a foul by Wind in the middle of the half there. But I think the Danes would have preferred it was a foul, but I think the Danes would have preferred the advantage because the ball had run through to Mahaley and he was away on goal. And the ref brought the ball back. Danes have the ball on the halfway line. Vestergaard, seeing a lot of the ball in the middle there, plays it out to the right-hand side. Comes inside to Hjulmand. He has to go back because he's pressured. Vestergaard picks the ball up again. He's looking to pick passes out from the halfway line and just over the centre circle. Things are a bit stationary at the moment for England. They're having to sit back and defend this. Harry Kane misses a ball that's played through. There's a shot on goal again, which is deflected, and it goes for a corner. That's Gay who again makes another defensive block, but it's very shaky for England at the moment. They're looking poor at the back. They're surrendering possession in midfield, and the Danes are running through them and getting towards the end of the box and picking up these long shots, as we saw for the equaliser. There's been several of them that have been defended, and the corner comes across the right. It's very deep to the man at the back post. He knocks it back. Rice was beaten for the ball there, but the ball is knocked back, and it just loops over the top of the crossbar and onto the netting at the back. He had the run on Rice there. Rice was backing off where I think it was one of the Christiansens had the run of the ball. There's no wonder the Danish fans look happy at the moment. Stones lobs the ball into midfield. It's nodded on, and the Danes pick the ball up again. They're picking up all the 50-50 balls. They're winning everything at the moment. England was all over them at the first 20 minutes, but now the ball possession is 50-50. As England put the press on, it goes back to Schmeichel. He plays the ball out to his right. Walker wins the header, and it's picked up again by Hjulmand. Vestergaard goes out to his right again. Bit of space for Mahaley on the right-hand side. He's got his running boots on and he gets the ball. He's attacking Trippier down that side, but his ball or his cross is wild and it goes behind for a dead ball. Won't be surprised if it took another bobble off a turf of grass as he went to cross it. Just seeing that goal again there. Yeah, Pickford didn't have much chance of stopping that. It was a well-placed shot that went in off the post. England have got to get a bit of possession because every time the ball goes up there, the Danes are winning the ball and it's coming straight back at us. Bellingham's got to start seeing the ball a bit more, and so has Trent Arnold. He's got to see. He's on the ball now, but he's having to come very deep for it. Foden, he runs through the middle, runs into a few men, but he's gone through. Is Harry Kane in front of him? Is he going to lay the ball through? He has a shot. Weak effort that Schmeichel easily picks up. But better from Foden. Direct running at Madam All, parting of the waves as he run through there. They didn't get a toe end on him. Bit of encouragement for England is exactly what they want. Schmeichel plays the ball long. Gahey wins the header. Stones picks the ball up. Rice comes short for it. Foden wants it. He's not going to get it in the middle there. Comes out to Walker on the right. Foden gets it now, but he's had to come right across to the left, to the right-hand side. Now Walker running forward. Going down the right-hand side. Lays it inside to Saka. He gives it to Foden. Foden inside to Bellingham. Across to Rice. Trippier is wide if he wants it. Turns the other way. Back to Trent. He plays inside to Foden. Foden gets it back. Bellingham. Lays it out to Gahey. He goes to Trippier. Man immediately closes him down, but Bellingham's gone down the wing to pick the ball up. Gets it back to Trippier. He plays the ball inside to Harry Kane, but he miscontrols it. But Rice wings it back. Trent plays it out. Bellingham on the left-hand side. Pressurised. Gets a flick inside. Gets to Foden. He's running at the defence again. There's a ball crossed. It's just a bit too far in front of Saka, and that goes across the 6-yard box and out for a dead ball. But it's good to see England getting a bit of possession now and playing the game in the Danes' half. Keep going, says Simply Joy. Couldn't agree more. Got to keep going. Can't give up. Can't give this possession to them. We've got to start dominating the game like we were before. They're winning the midfield battle. That's the problem at the moment. Foden and Bellingham putting a bit of pressure on now. Foden wants the ball more. He's looking more for it, but he's giving it away now. He goes to Mahaley again on the right-hand side. He has to come inside. And there's a bit of space for Mahaley again to put a cross in, which he does. Gahey wins the header on the penalty spot. Kane picks it up on the edge of his box. Now he's going to come forward. But he should be the man up front. The out ball. And he's not. He's on the edge of his own box. England are looking a bit tired at the moment. Long ball forward for the run of Højbjerg. He's got it. He's in the edge of the box, but he's being forced outwards. It's a long shot that goes straight up Pickford. He parries the ball and then picks it up. But again, you know, Højlund was the out ball. They're not picking him up when he makes those runs on the edge of the box. Shot was straight up Pickford and he saved it easily. Stones plays the ball forward and it's immediately picked off. It was meant for Foden, but he was beaten to it. And they're on the attack again, Højlund. He gets the ball across. It's picked up by Rice. And he's being challenged in the box. Challenged by Eriksson. The ball has gone loose. I think Rice wanted a foul, but it wasn't a foul. It was a good challenge. The ball's played forward. Bellingham was beaten to the header. It eventually comes to Walker and nods it back to Pickford. Trent has the ball. Rice moving forward. Foden just over the halfway line. Inside to Bellingham. I'd like to see Bellingham on the ball a bit more. Cross to the right to Walker. To Saka. He's immediately pressurised as he picks the ball up. Walker has it. Still on the halfway line. Bellingham turns. Across to Trent. Back to Bellingham. Inside to Foden. To Saka. To Kane. Good passing by England. Kane going forward. He's got two men around him, but he's got Trent supporting him. He immediately puts a cross in, but it's deflected. But Trent goes up for the header and he wins it. Saka lays it back to Kane. Walker has the ball. Cross to Rice. Good possession by England. Trent gets the ball on the right side. He puts a long cross in. It's too deep, but it goes to the back where Trippier picks it up. Gehi has it. Rice. He puts a ball across to Saka. He's got the ball. He turns inside, gives it to Foden. Foden has a shot over the bar. And that's half time. Those last 5 minutes there are exactly how England were playing the game early on, until they allowed the Danes to get a foothold into the game and get that equaliser. So England have showed in that last 5 minutes that they can dominate the ball and they can create chances. They've just got to continue doing it. They looked a bit tired. Bellingham looked a bit leggy at times there. He's had a long season, but you know, you have to do what you've got to do to win these tournaments at this time of the year. But it's 1-1. Got any thoughts on that half then? Yeah, I think it was a pretty even half that. The Danes had some real opportunities and there's some last-ditch defending that saved England. Ace of Base thinks it was crap. It was crap for about the last 15, 20 minutes. I think, Ace, that the part that you were out, England were dominating and took the lead. I don't know if you saw it or not, but they allowed the Danes back into it, and they're getting a lot of space down the right hand side. Mahaley down the right hand side has got the space, has got crosses in, and it's caused England problems. We're going to end up losing. Nothing like being a cynic. I think we need to freshen things up a bit. Again, I think that Trent hasn't worked with Trent. No matter whatever they're trying to do, he's not getting on the ball enough. Neither is Bellingham. He's not got on the ball enough, and it showed. You know, the midfield's been poor at times. Must be nice watching football at your mother-in-law's. I'm not sure whether he'll. Southgate's not one for making subs at half time, is he, in these important games? But he should do. I don't think Trent's worked. So we'll see what happens. But I can't see him making any. I'm just showing the highlights of the first half. Foden's had a few chances. Foden hasn't done too bad. I think they should give him a bit longer. He's had 2 or 3 shots on goal. And I'd just like to see him given time. There's a player in there. There's an international player in there. I think he just needs a goal or just something brilliant to happen for him, and then he'll be away. Just showing the Harry Kane goal there. That was all Walker's, that, when he robbed the fullback and squared it for Harry Kane to slot it in calmly and coolly. Christiansen won't be happy with that, but we can all get caught ball watching at times. Got to say, the pitch is awful. It's been cutting up no end. There's lumps out of the grass all over the place. That's a poor pitch, is that, for an international tournament? You on the Stella? San Miguel, mate. I was confident of us getting a 2-0 win, but I'm not so sure now. The Danes have really taken it to us. It's strange how poor we can look when teams attack us. A lot of these highlights that they're showing are all Denmark in our box. Last-ditch defending, mainly by Mark Gahey, that's saved us on a couple of occasions. That ball by Harry Kane, they're just showing it there, right across our defence. That was awful. That was awful. And then he puts his hands to his head. He knows what he's done, but it's too late then, after Højlund has put the ball in the back of the net. But there's a half to go. Let's see how tactically astute the manager can be. He must have seen what's been going wrong. The midfield's not operating properly. We're getting overrun at times. He kept faith with Trent, and I keep mentioning it, but Trent's not seen the ball this half. I mean, he's there to be a creative midfielder, and defensive midfield is not his forte. I am, mate, yeah, 9 till 7. You'll be working tomorrow night, won't you? Looks like the England subs are all out warming up, so they're not being included in the tactical team talk at half time. So maybe they've been told, get warmed up, we're going to make some changes pretty soon. After the first 10 minutes, if things don't change, there'll be a few subs. Yeah, just showing a couple of the efforts there by Foden. And you can see how the pitch is cutting up. As the players turn, put the foot down and turn, big lumps of grass are coming up. Must have been a pitch that's been relaid, but it's not had time to bed in. It's awful. Get your comments in, guys, if you've got anything to tell us about that first half. Your thoughts for the second half, substitutions, maybe what's the score going to finish? I still think England are going to win it, but they're going to have to play better than that. I'd like to see Bellingham in it more. He's our most creative player, and he hasn't seen much. Like a rugby field, that pitch. Even when Walker played that cross for Kane to score, he put his standing foot down and the turf tore it up. Yours would be censored. I can imagine. Is the fridge emptied yet? Have you emptied your fridge? That's about the 12th time they've showed Harry Kane's goal. Now it's the 13th time. Fourteenth time. I'll have to have a look on Messenger, see what you've done. It's half empty. You've not done a bad job. And they're going to show Christiansen's goal 4 or 5 times now. This is the 4th time. Must have run out of things to say on the BBC because they just keep repeating all these goals. Yeah, that's 6 times so far. And again, 7 times. Oh, 8th time. Why are they repeating it so much? Are they going to show it again? Yep, 9th time. Oh, and the 10th time. What is going on with the BBC? Another one? Yes, the 11th time. Is there going to be another one? No, it looks like they're sticking at 11. I thought they've had the groundsman on the pitch replacing all the clumps of grass, but it don't look like they have been. The subs are out on the pitch warming up. on both sides as well. Subs for both sides. So I guess when a pitch is as heavy as that one is, and cutting up as much as that one is, it's hard on the legs. But anyway, it looks like the teams are coming back out for the second half. Schmeichel and his team are just gathering in the tunnel. I'll go for a 2-1 then. 2-1 to England. What does everybody else think? 2-1 to England? 1-1 draw? I don't want a 1-1 draw. I'll take it if I have to, but I need an England win. Need England to go through after the first two games. This was always going to be the most difficult game, but we've got to beat them. There's some tougher tasks in front of us after these games. Just waiting for the England team to come back out now. Just looking to see if there's any substitutions. It doesn't look like it at the moment. The England team are still in the tunnel, just gathering. I don't think there's going to be any changes. England just coming out now. Don't forget to hit that like button just to help the channel grow a bit. Need all the help we can get at the moment. And the subscription, if you will, for us, please. Just help with that algorithm. Any comments are welcome during the game, as long as you keep them nice and clean. If you have just joined us, thanks for joining us as we get on to this second half of this game. 1-1's the score. Danes to kick off. And we're away. Ball played forward. Højlund in the middle. Must have been offside, was he? Yeah, he was. He stood all alone again, though. They haven't learned anything so far. Free kick taken by Rice. Across to Stones. Across to Walker on the right-hand side. Stones looking for an outball, and there's nothing at the moment. Trent plays it down the line, but that's gone out of play. Aimed for Saka. Christiansen's going to take the throw. Long down the line. Takes a bit of a bounce that Stones manages to knock away to the centre circle. Comes across to Mahaley. He's seen a lot of the ball down this right-hand side. I guess we'll see him again. He's overlapping now. The ball gets to him. He tries to put a cross in. It's got to Højlund in the middle and across to Christiansen. And the ball is bouncing around in the middle of the box and is eventually it's hooked up in the middle of the air by Walker. It goes so far up in the air that Pickford has the chance to come out and catch it. Trent picks the ball up in the middle of the field. He's immediately challenged, loses the ball, but the ref says it's an unfair challenge and England have a free kick. Comes out to Trippier. Bellingham He's immediately challenged, but he gets the ball inside to Rice, who runs forward. Bellingham's got the ball again. Foden in front of him. Rice on the inside, but it's so tight. There's no space. Rice is dispossessed, and the Danes come out with the ball. England have got to start getting it wider. There's no space in the middle there, as we found out in the other game. And they've just been dispossessed by sheer weight of numbers. Vestergaard again. You'll see plenty of the ball in the middle. Back to Vestergaard again. Ball inside. Cut out by Guéhi. Gets it to Harry Kane. He gets out wide to Saka, who has a chance to run at his man, but he gets the ball inside to Kane again. Back to Saka. He comes inside again. Back to Kane. He's got Walker with him. Kane turns, plays the ball back to Walker. He goes back to Stones. It goes across to Guéhi. And to the left-hand side here to Rice. Then to Foden. Rice again goes back across to the right. To Walker. Walker back to Guéhi in the middle. Rice. He's immediately challenged, has to go backwards. The ball's lost in the middle, but the deflection was good for England. But then what sort of ball that was? No, was that a aiming at? I don't know, but it's a right-hand ball, right-footed ball across the left-hand side, just dropped in the middle of nowhere. Not an England player anywhere near it. Danes pick the ball up, deep inside their own half, go back to Schmeichel. Harry Kane's pressing him. Walker wins a ball that's sprayed across to the right. Bellingham goes up for a header, but he's well beaten. But wins the ball back. Turns. Lost the ball by sheer weight of numbers again. Bellingham's still down. It's a shame, why didn't I get a free kick? Plenty of space in the middle here. Ball comes out to the right. Mahaley again, seeing plenty of the ball. England trying to press a bit, but you can't press in ones. Vestergaard going across to his left. To the right, to Anderson. He plays the ball through to the middle to Højbjerg, who chests the ball down, but it's cleared by Guéhi. Foden gets a flicked header on. Rice wins a bouncing ball. Trent runs. He's got a bit of space in front of him now as he crosses the halfway line. He's got Foden wide, but he's played it behind him, and that's slowed the play down a bit. Foden's had to turn back and goes back to Trippier. Bellingham to Trent. To Walker. Goes out wide to Saka. Is he going to attack his man as he gets towards the edge of the box? He's going down the line. He gets the ball across. Bellingham brings it down and has immediately had it taken off his foot. But England picked the ball up with Guéhi. He plays it across to Trippier. Bellingham's made a run deep into the box. He managed to turn his man. Still has the ball at his feet, supported by Trippier. Ball out to Rice on the edge of the box. He's going to have a long shot. It's deflected. Keeper's down to his left and smothers it. Goodbye, England, though. Good to see him back on top again. Yeah, that ball was 2 deflections, but it took a bit of the pace out of the ball. The Danes bring it out from deep inside their half. Vestergaard in the middle, just before the centre circle, looking for a ball. Ball played into the middle. Helped on, but goes straight through and to Pickford. The ball's out to Stones, who again gives it out to Rice. He gives it to Bellingham, who exchanges passes with him. Guéhi, under pressure, goes back to Pickford. He goes out to the right to Stones. Stones is coming forward. Walking pace, but he's coming forward. Trent has it in the middle. Goes across to the left to Guéhi. Foden picks it up. Back to Trent. He picks the ball out to the right to Saka. Can he bring the ball down? No, he can't, but he's going to go in for the header. And has he got it? Oh, just the header. He won the header, surprisingly enough for a little guy. And it just drops into the side netting. I think if that had been on target, Schmeichel had committed himself to challenging for that ball, and he wouldn't have got it. He wouldn't. If that had been on target, that would have been 2-1 to England. The ball bounces, and Saka manages to get behind the defender and got a header on that ball, but just steered it wide. Ball in the centre, going out to the left-hand side. The Danes with the ball. Back to Vestergaard in the middle. He comes across to the right to Anderson. He's looking for a ball forward, but he comes out to Mahaley. He plays the ball down to Højlund, but the ball is cut out by Gehi. England pick the ball up in the middle. There's an offside decision that's given. England play the ball quickly, but not in the right position. Substitution as Conor Gallagher's coming on. Phil Foden's coming off. Oh, no, it was Phil Foden was coming out for a drink. It's Alexander Arnold who's coming off. Which doesn't surprise me. It wasn't working with Trent there. It really wasn't working. I think Gallagher will be competing more for the ball, which is what probably England need, a bit of competitiveness in the midfield. England have the ball with Stones, moving forward to the halfway line. He plays it out to Walker. Goes back to Stones, who's running towards his own box, and has to give it to Pickford. He's under pressure as Pickford, but he puts the left foot through it. Harry Kane goes up with Vestergaard, but he's not going to win that one. Bellingham comes forward. He's running through the centre now. He's got Harry Kane in front of him. He's got Trippier in front of him. The ball was just behind him. It's just slowed him down. Bellingham comes across and gets it again. He puts a cross through. Nobody in the middle. And it's cleared for a throw close to their own corner flag. England with the throw. Bellingham gives it to Trippier to throw. Gehi has it. Goes across to Stones and then to Walker. Saka. Stones. Conor Gallagher sees his first touch. To Walker. Saka has it, takes his man on, goes past him. Checks back inside. Foden on the edge of the box has a shot. A low shot hits the post and comes out. And the deflection is put over by Saka. Unlucky Foden. Great shot. Great shot that beat the keeper, hit the post. And let's just see who made the... Saka's coming in. Just couldn't see, but there's goal kicks being given. Referee having a word with Harry Kane and Højbjerg for some reason, don't know why. Danes are making a substitution. Looks like Bar and Damsgaard are coming on. Wind is going off. Don't know the second player's going off. I'm sure it'll tell us in a minute. Christiansen's gone off. I thought he was playing well, Christiansen. I'm surprised I've taken him off. He was seeing a lot of the ball in the midfield there. But there you go. Tactical, maybe. So dead ball's been taken. Schmeichel has it. He plays it to his left. Vestergaard plays long. down this right hand side. Ball's too long, can't be kept in, and it's a throw to England just inside their own half. Trippier's going to take it. Looking for runs, but there isn't much at the moment. Harry Kane back to Trippier, but there's not any space. They're crowded out, and the Danes come up with the ball. Played inside, comes to the right. Not with Damsgaard, who's got the ball. He's a runner when he gets going. Ball down the right there, miscontrolled, but it's hooked back into the box, and it comes through. And Eriksson almost got to the ball. It was just cut out there. Moment of indecision there by England. Don't look decisive when the ball does get in the box. Long throw. Won by Stones, I think that was. Hooked out. Harry Kane's challenging the ball. And has he come up with it? His challengers won the ball back for England. Harry Kane comes inside now. He plays a ball right across to the right-hand side where Saka picks up. He's got two men on him, though. He goes past one. He's in the inside of the box now. When he plays a shot across with his left foot, looking for that far corner, and it goes wide. Better by England. They're creating more chances. Foden's getting involved more as well. Good ball across there. Just showing Foden's shot that hit the post. Dead ball taken short, still in the penalty area. England not really pressing at the moment. Schmeichel still has it. Comes out to their left-hand side, goes down the wing. It's immediately hooked inside. England win the ball back. Conor Gallagher comes up with it. Swaps passes with Foden. Goes across to the left. Foden has it again. He goes across to the right to Saka, but the ball's high. He brings it down. He's immediately got his arm round him. But Saka beats him. He's hitting for that line. Got the ball back, cut the ball back into the box, but it was cleared. Guéhi has it. And then Stones turns it all the way back to the keeper. The pressure is on. Stones down the line. Walker's given it away. And then fouls his man when he tries to win it back. Free kick to the Danes on the left. Just on the touchline. Walker tried to play a ball back to Stones. It was cut out, and then he pushes his man over. Chance to swing the ball into the box. Right-footed. So it'll be an in-swinger. Eriksson's going to take it. In it comes. It's low and doesn't beat the first man, which is Saka. He heads it away, and it runs all the way into the Danes' half. Schmeichel's miles out of his goal down the right-hand side. Ball's played across to him. He's played it long, but he's played it short and across. England picked it up, but Conor Gallagher was robbed. But he wins the ball back. And then gets a yellow card for his tackle. And he says, "What's that for?" Free kick given. Conor Gallagher gets a yellow card. Right. It is unfortunate there. It's one of those where you go for a 50-50 challenge. The guy sticks his foot out and you end up standing on it. It's not meant. Unfortunate. It's painful for the guy, but I don't think Conor Gallagher meant that. Now, the free kick's taken, it goes across to Vestergaard in the middle. He rolls it forward. Goes across to the left-hand side, but back to Vestergaard, who's dropped back. He looks for a long ball forward. Doesn't get it on the left-hand side, goes across to the right, looking for a long ball for the runners. England need to close them down. Bit side to side at the moment from the Danes as they're looking for a ball through. Still side to side in the centre circle, not going anywhere. It goes backwards now to Vestergaard. He gets the ball back. Now he goes long for Hoyland, but the ball's cut out by Stones. But the Danes have picked up the loose ball. It comes across to the right. Ball's chipped into the box. But Stones gets a challenge in. And Walker's there as well. Foden, got to sort out between them because it's in a dangerous area. And they've lost the ball. Conor Gallagher wins a header. The ball's lost again with Eriksson with a shot. That's left-footed and it's high and wide. Giving the ball away in a poor area. That's the problem there. Saka thought he was pushing the back there as he challenged for a header near the halfway line, but the referee wasn't impressed. Danes have the throw. Ball's played inside, picked up by Stones to Rice. Comes across his left-hand side to Walker. He plays it back to Gahey as there's nothing really in front of him. Walker wants it on the right. Saka comes short for it. He can turn, plays it inside to Bellingham. But the ball ends up again with Walker. Pickford. To Gahey. Inside to Kane. He managed to turn his man. He does. Rice has the ball. Goes out wide to Walker, who's got a bit of space to run in now. He's got Saka in front of him. If he wants to give it to him, plays it inside to Bellingham. Bellingham goes past his man and then sort of crumbles to the ground and loses the ball. But Gahey wings it back as the ball's played forward. And he tries to get it through to Saka. Just couldn't manage it. But England are closing them down there and they've won the ball back. Walker gets it out wide to Saka. He's got his man to run at now, the full back. He gets it into the edge of the area, turns on his left foot and floats one across. But it's just too long for, I think that was probably Rice at the back post. And it goes out for a dead ball. See what happened to Bellingham. He sort of like collapsed on the floor. Yeah. I think his foot just, he put his standing foot down, it slid forward, a big lump of grass came up and it stopped him immediately and it jarred his knee. And that's why he went down. The picture's cut up right from ball one and it's been awful. So 65 minutes gone, still 1-1. Ball's played through, but it's cut out easily by England. Stones has it. He's going to have to turn and go back to Pickford probably, which he does. Ooh, England just put it out for a corner. Pickford played a hard ball out to Rice, who couldn't control it very well. He tried to give it out wide to Trippier. And the ball's gone out for a corner. He just overhit it and he had no chance of stopping it. I think there's going to be a substitution here. Urari is coming on. And it looks like we've seen the last of Hoyland for today. England unnecessarily giving a corner away. Inviting pressure on them that they don't need. Eriksson's going to take this, a right-footed outswinger. And it comes. out to the back of the box. The ball is picked up on a shot that's straight at Pickford, luckily. He carries the ball just above his head and then collects it as it bounces on the floor. Bellingham to Pickford. They're squeezing us again. Pickford plays the ball out to Trippier, but it's a bit tight. He flicks it inside to Foden. But they've lost the ball again of England as the press is working for the Danes again. Conor Gallagher gets a foot in. His man's gone down injured, but I didn't see anything wrong with that. Neither did the referee, but the Danes are coming inside again. They get the ball out wide to the left. Can they keep it in? No, he can't. And it's a throw to England. Just showing that Conor Gallagher. No, he never touched him. Never touched him. Straightforward shot there for Pickford to save. There was no pace in it. It was just sort of like lobbed back to him. England making another substitution. It looks like Ollie Watkins is coming on for Foden. So Foden's going off. So England going a bit more attacking. Now they're playing two up front. Looks like Eze is coming on as well. And Jared Bowen. Harry Kane coming off, Saka coming off, and Foden coming off. Surprised they're taking Harry Kane off. But Eze is on, Watkins is on, and Jared Bowen. Harry Kane's been taken off, and they're showing his goal again for the 20th time. I can't believe they're taking Harry Kane off. But then I'll believe it if Ollie Watkins scores the winner. Well, he's got 21 minutes to do it. Conor Gallagher wins the header. Eze picks the ball up. He's been dragged back. There must have been a free kick there, and there was. The defender dragged him back by his collar. Couldn't give anything but a free kick for that. Bellingham turns inside, gives it to Rice, to Bellingham. Being forced backwards again, England, by the press. Trippier got it, but he's had to go all the way back. Gahey's played it across to Stones. England have had 53% of the ball, but still haven't managed to break the duck. Ball was aimed at Watkins, but he couldn't make anything of that, and they picked the ball up. But again, Walker has cut the ball out as it's played out to the right-hand side. Bowen picks it up. Throw-in is given. Conor Gallagher picks it up. He plays out to Walker, who has had to go backwards because of the press. Stones inside to Bellingham, to Conor Gallagher. Out wide to Walker, to Bellingham, to Stones. Rice. Eze. Can he run at them? Can he create something? He gets it across to Bellingham. He plays an inside ball to Saka, to Watkins. Saka's gone off. Watkins. It's like the ball was saved by Schmeichel. I thought it was maybe the way they were looking, he was given offside, but he wasn't offside. He managed to get to the ball. He's turned it in on goal, and Schmeichel's made a good save there. He's meant to spread himself in front of Watkins, and he gets a leg on the ball, and it goes out for a corner. Great ball by Bellingham. He's going to take the corner. Left-footed in-swinger, headed out to Trippier on the edge of the box. He gets it to Gallagher. He plays it across to Eze, but the ball's been cut out. And it's playing forward to Ericsson. He's not going to beat anybody for pace, but he's created a bit of space as he's got a man overlapping. The ball was played back to him. Conor Gallagher gets his foot in as he tries to put a cross in, and it's gone back. But the Danes still have it. Eriksson picks it up again. Plays the ball out wide to Anderson. He goes further wide. Back to Anderson. As England are pressing the ball again, Watkins is busy running in front. Ball goes out to the left-hand side. Bowen pressures. Bellingham. The ball's been left by everybody. It's a long shot that Pickford dives, pushes out to his right-hand side. And that's an awful challenge. And there's a book in there for, I couldn't see what numbers. It's number 5, which is Mahaley. Completely dived in for that one. There's a shot that Pickford parried. Don't know whether it was going in. Might have been just going wide, but he's pushed out to his right-hand side. And then Mahaley's chopped Bowen down as he took it off his toe and got a deserved booking for it. Pickford takes the free kick long. England pressing the ball there. Watkins has got it. He tries to go through, but the ball's deflected and it goes for an England corner. Watkins looking lively since he came on. He looks like he wants it. Crowd just getting up now, encouraged by England's performance over the last 10 minutes. Just need this next goal now. We need this winner. Corner's taken left-footed, doesn't beat the man on the front post, and it's headed out. Poor corner. Got to beat that first man. Eze is going to take the throw. No, it's not. Walker takes it. Bowen picks it up. He tries to play it back to Walker and it goes straight out. Bit cramped for room in there. England looking to press hard again. Short throw taken. Goes back to the thrower. He lobs it forward to the halfway. Stones wins a header. Vestergaard heads it back. Rice makes a challenge, but it goes out to the right-hand side here. Trippier gets a foot in and thought that the ball was away, but it's just ran out as he looked to chase down this left-hand side. Unfortunate that for Trippier. Denmark try and hook the ball forward, looking for a runner down the right-hand side, but there was nobody there. Only Trippier. He picks the ball up close to the corner flag, plays it inside to Gahey, and Pickford launches it forward. Looking for Bowen. Ollie Walker, is it? No, it was Bowen. Looks like he turned his man, and a free kick's been given. Oh, there was nothing in that's unbelievable. There was nothing in that at all. Minimal contact. The guy tried to get in front of Bowen to win the header, missed it completely, and Bowen was away. It's a soft free kick by the referee. Anyway, the ball comes out to the right-hand side here. It's laid inside to Eriksson. Long shot. Runs through to Pickford. He immediately picks the ball up and rolls it out to Walker, who goes... I thought he was going to go down the line there. He plays it inside to Conor Gallagher, who tries to get the return pass, but a foot in, and England have lose the ball. Ball just being played across to the right on the halfway line. England putting the press on again. So the Danes go long. Gahey tussling with his man. too strong for him, and he manages to let the ball run out, and it's a dead ball for England. Ururi, the substitute, was tussling with Gahey. He was never going to be strong enough. Gahey held him off well. Far too strong for him. Dead ball taken by Pickford. Goes long. Watkins goes up. Can't win that header. And the ball is knocked back to Schmeichel, who rolls it out to Vestergaard. He plays it forward, but England are high. And Watkins almost pinched that ball there. Comes out to the right-hand side. Ball long down the line is too far for Ericsson. It goes through to Pickford. He rolls the ball out immediately to Rice, who runs forward. Eze is close to him. Goes inside to Conor Gallagher, who plays it across to Walker. Walker's got Bowen in front of him. He has to check inside, though. Stones has it. Gahey is wide. Goes to Eze. He turns inside, then plays the ball down the line. Is it too far for Watkins to get there? Just too far. He almost stops it on the line, does Watkins, but it just dribbles out. Just showing that Pickford parry again. That's the closest that they've been really this half. It's been all England. But with 12 minutes to go, 11 minutes to go, it's still 1-1. Dead ball is taken by Schmeichel. He goes long now. They're not doing the short one anymore. Too much to lose, I guess, now to give the ball away in dangerous areas. England win the ball back. It's a throw in halfway inside the England half. Trippier has the ball. Inside to Eze. He's immediately dispossessed, but the linesman's given a foul. England want the ball back quickly. Ball is wide with that's Jared Bowen there. That comes inside to Walker. He goes out again to Bowen. He's got no space to play with outside there. Nobody has at the moment. Comes out to Gahey. He plays the ball long to Eze, but he can't get there. And in the centre circle there, the Danes have it. It goes out to the right. They're immediately closed down and have to go backwards. England press them again, and eventually the ball goes back to Schmeichel. Don't forget to hit that like. Help the channel grow there, guys. As Conor Gallagher presses the ball, and it goes out for a throw to England, just level with the edge of the box. Walker with the throw. Plays it back to Conor Gallagher. He plays it across to that's Rice that's picked that ball up there. Stones has it now. He's got runners forward, but the header is won. It's given straight away to Bellingham. He plays it across to Bowen. He plays a through ball that Watkins has just got to go out to the sideline to pick it up. It's a throw. And looks like there's going to be more substitutions made. Ericsson's going off. Don't ask me the names of the guys coming off. Bragard or something, I think it was. One of them. He's not had a bad game, hasn't Ericsson? The first 20 minutes he was a bit out of it, but Looks like the goal scorer for Denmark has gone off as well. So both goal scorers have gone off. Kane and Hjolberg. And Nordgaard and Skovolsen are on. But anyway, England have that throw deep inside the Danish half. It goes back to Stones. He goes across to Gehi and Rice. Cross to Stones again. Back to Rice. Oh, he almost loses it and has lost it. Ollie Watkins tries to get a foot in. That was careless by Rice. Just let the ball run out in front of him. But it's been picked up again by England. Oh no, the back pass has been robbed. Gehi's away. Gehi was robbed. And the attacker just didn't seem confident enough to run onto it. Gehi should have been harder than that. It's a substitute. And they allowed Gehi to get back. When he had a free run at goal and should have had a shot, and he didn't. But it's a corner on the right-hand side. It's going to be a left-footed in-swinger. It goes all the way across. Danish attacker gets a foot in, but it bounces in front of him, and he's good. Although he does get his foot to it, he lifts it high over the bar from the 6-yard area. Number 6, Christensen, gets his foot to it on the edge of the 6-yard box, but it's bouncing in front of him. It's a difficult one to control, and all he can do is lift it high over the bar. England have given it away on the edge of the box again. Conor Gallagher there's a shot on here. Oh, and that just goes wide of Pickford's left-hand post. England gave the ball away just on the edge of their box. Bellingham was robbed. It's brought inside. And he tries to put the ball in the top corner of Pickford's goal. And if that had been on target, that would have been in because Pickford was nowhere near it. With 5 minutes to go, we're hanging on again as per the first game. Dead ball. Eze presses the ball, but it's lobbed forward again into the middle of the box, into the middle. Gehi to Walker. Bowen's looking down the line, but it's not given to him. It comes back inside again to Stones. To Rice. Again, he misplaces another pass. It's behind Gehi. He has to run back to get it. Again, that's careless by Rice. I don't expect that from him. Ollie Watkins challenges for the high ball forward. Can't get it. Bowen now challenging on the left-hand side. Goes back inside and the cross into the centre circle. The Danes move it further across to the right, but that's not going to be picked up. That runs out for a throw to England. Four minutes to go plus overtime. It's not been a fantastic performance if we're truthful. Trippier with the throw, but he's got no one to, it's this no one to throw to. If anyone's going to win it, it's going to be the Danes at the moment. They're looking the most dangerous. Conor Gallagher being held as he gets the ball in the middle of the park, and he's been dragged down. Substitute gets Nordgaard gets a yellow card for bringing Conor Gallagher down as the ball is put across to. It went across to Jared Bowen. He went and took the ball on the inside. He's crowded out. There was no space there, and he lost the ball. And the Danes have picked it back up again. They're coming forward on the right-hand side. England just putting a bit of pressure on, pushing the Danes back again. They move it across to their left-hand side. Ball goes back. Vestergaard. Christiansen. Anderson. Back to Vestergaard. He drives one forward. Gahey was in the centre circle challenging for the ball. He was fouled, and England have a free kick in the centre circle. With 2.5 minutes to go, next goal is going to win it if there's going to be one. Pickford's come all the way to the halfway line to take this free kick. And England are going for this. They've got everyone forward. He plays it short, though, to Walker, who drives it forward. That's going to be far too far. That's poor. Far too far. And just runs out for a dead ball. That was awful. Dead ball to be taken by Schmeichel. He's not in any hurry. Plays a long ball forward. Heads are up. The Danes win it, but it goes all the way through to Pickford. He's played it out to Walker. He's gone across to Stones, who plays a long ball to this left-hand side. Goes inside to Eze, who has to go backwards to Rice, to Gahey, back to Pickford. The press is on. It's gone out to Stones. It's getting a bit tight, is this now? Conor Gallagher, he plays it into the corner. And again, Stones tries to drive it out, gets a deflection, and England they get a throw, level with their own box. Stones looks shattered. Thrown. Eze wins it. He's pulled back. He's grabbed him by the collar and pulled him back again. Dragged him down. Free kick to England on the halfway line. Anderson should have been booked for that. Did he grabbed him by his collar and dragged him down. I didn't see how much extra time there was there, but the sun was shining on the board because 3 minutes extra. So we're into the first of those 3 minutes now. England have the free kick on the halfway line. Pickford's on the halfway line. He's going to take it. Gahey plays it across. Stones drives it forward again. It's headed out. It's headed even further. England get a free kick as Gahey went in for the header on the halfway line, and Urari has turned him. Yeah, stuck his foot right across him and turned him, knocked him over balance. He came out worse, which he deserved to do, but it was a free kick. There's got to be some quality from these free kicks. You know, we've got less than 2 minutes to go. There's got to be a bit of quality now. I mean, they're taking the time. Get it to, you know, in the last 2 minutes, get it forward. Pickford launches it forward. It's not one. The ball's headed out. Pickford has it now. He launches it forward towards Bowen. Ball's won by the defender. Conor Gallagher tries to get his foot in there. England chasing the ball down, but it's been moved across to this right-hand side. Runners going forward. Trippier's pushed in the back there as he went up for the ball, and England win a free kick. Last minute. Bowen has it on the right-hand side. He has to lay it back to Walker. And it goes all the way back to Pickford with 30 seconds to go. He's got to drill it forward. Slips as he makes the kick, but he does. Ollie Watkins gets up and wins it. Through to Eze. He's at the edge of the box. His ball inside just goes too far. England pick the ball up again and are pushing forward again. Walker has it on the right-hand side. Lays it back to Stones. Goes inside to Gallagher, back to Stones, to Rice. They've got to get it forward. And they can't because there's no more time, and that's the end of it. A 1-1 draw. And not a very good one, if we're truthful. I think both these teams will have to settle for a 1-1 draw. England are still in the box seat as far as qualifying. I think that the Danes will be happy with the point as well against England. But it wasn't a very good performance. A lot of our so-called top players, like Bellingham, he didn't have the best of games. I don't know whether he's tired or not. Foden was taken off. He didn't have the best of games. Trent was taken off. He didn't have the best of games. You know, it's our so-called top brightest players are just not turning up and turning it on at the moment. But again, you know, it's a point. We haven't lost. And at the moment, it's all about qualification from the group. And the real competition starts when it gets to the knockout stages. So, that's it. Has anybody got any comments they'd like to share with us before we end this live watch along? If my wife hasn't been watching me. So we'll move on to Tuesday then. I don't know what time the kickoff is, but I will be doing a live stream of that on Tuesday if you'd like to join me. If you've enjoyed it today, please hit the likes, hit the notification for further live watch-alongs. I'm going to try and get some of the cricket done if I can, especially with England doing so well in the Super 8s now. What's wrong with you? But the next one is on Tuesday. If you've enjoyed things, please do subscribe. Yeah, Ace of Base says at least it's a point here. We haven't lost. That's the main thing. We're on 4 points. Probably if we drew our next game, that'll be enough to qualify. 5 points out of 3 games. So, you know, it's all in our hands. That's the main thing. But I think we're all just a bit bothered about the performance, aren't we? That's the problem. But the Danes are never going to be an easy game. And I think we've got to keep that in mind. They're not a bad side at the Danes, and they're going to look like they're going to qualify out of this group with us. So, I mean, they've got to play Serbia next, and we've got to play Slovakia. They won't be easy games, but I think they'll both be expecting to win those games. You're going to watch it with us. Weren't you watching it today? Was you just listening to what I was saying? Yeah, I think I've got to agree that the defending sometimes was quite shaky and quite poor, wasn't it? Oh, you was watching on iPlayer. I see. Yeah, the defending at times was quite poor, and I don't know, was it because the pitch was bouncing around and what have you, but well, you were 3 minutes behind. So you've only just finished now, then, have you? We've had plenty of viewers on X today, so thanks to the guys from X for watching us. I know you. I don't think you can comment on the game, can you, on here? But thanks for joining us anyway. I hope you can join us on Tuesday. Ace of Base, I'll see you tomorrow night. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy. End of story.